Conversation is a totally alternative interview series with women who have a story or experience to share. Relationships, sex, kids, career. We're basically talking about the universal language of women.
You can be yourself and not be afraid to be yourself and not let what society expects from you control what any of your choices are. I understand how things sort of have to go. Like, I've got this sort of innate sense of like power, and I understand how power works and how choices work and how to plan things properly.
Well, you have intuition too.
Yeah, I know. I know what's expected of me and what isn't expected of me and why people demand things. Like, I have a really good sort of innate, like, I understand, I have a sense of that. When I was a late teenager, where I was like, oh, maybe all of this like stuff that I'm doing is wrong, and I started getting major anxiety and crazy anxiety attacks and things like that. And they all
because you were questioning yourself.
Because I was questioning myself, where I was like, oh, maybe this whole attitude that I have where people are like, oh, she's shameless, or she's this and
Why
she's
would
that.
people say you were shameless?
Just because I'd say like what's on my mind at all times.
You mean honest?
Yeah. And
It's
I remember
honest.
hearing somebody go, oh, she's so shameless. And I thought, oh, well, I guess I am, but the way you said that wasn't
Well, they were trying
nice.
to shame you.
That was a really, really hard time in my life where I just started having to like find my foot. Like, I felt like I had to find my thing. I had to find my thing. People don't think I have a thing. People don't know that I'm very cool with working in a coffee shop and hanging out with my girlfriends and going home and writing. 'Cause I find a lot of people struggling in their lives because they feel like it was expected that they do a certain thing or act a certain way and not follow what their gut is telling them to do.
Social media has really changed your life. That's what brought you from Canada to Los Angeles.
Yeah, because I really was a homemaker. Like, I didn't have a job other than taking my kids to school, making dinners, making lunches, picking up my husband from the train, dropping him off at the train. Like, that was my life.
Was that getting boring for you or unfulfilling?
No, I loved it.
But did you always have in the back of your mind that you were going to come here and that you were going to write?
No.
When did this happen then?
My job was being a homemaker. My passion was writing, and my kids, and I would meld the two. And
you found a way to make it work for you.
Yeah.
You wrote about what you love, which is
Yeah.
your family.
As I was doing that, the internet was growing and changing, and I felt like I was self-publishing all of my stuff. I was just enjoying posting my own things online, not being edited by anybody, being able to say whatever I wanted without any input.
When did people start really picking up on you? Because it started with other mothers.
Yeah.
And then how did it grow?
I went on to Twitter knowing that I was just gonna write one-liner jokes. So I feel like I sort of got a jump up on the people who are doing it now because I started so early.
It's so rare that it's what a woman says.
Yeah.
That is the thing that leverages her.
Yeah.
It's generally to do with how they look.
Right, yeah,
That's
important.
rare.
I think it's even more rare that I wasn't trying to have a career, but then to all of a sudden be selling pilots and supporting my family. Like, we were in very traditional roles and very happy in our traditional roles, and you know, it's just all of a sudden.
So in actuality, you've just followed doing what you love.
Yeah, and it
And
just
it
sort of
turned
like
out,
fell into my lap.
What is your biggest vice?
My biggest vice? I'll have cigarettes once in a while when I go out.
Okay.
Yeah, my kids can't watch this.
Right. What is your biggest regret?
I think about this a lot, and I still haven't come up with one.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
This is the time that you soak it in. So, like, really take the compliments, really soak all of this congratulatory stuff in, because it's not always like this.
What would you tell your 14-year-old self?
I would tell my 14-year-old self just to keep doing what she's doing, and that it's okay, and when you have, and not to believe in other people's doubts in you when that does happen, because there will be a brief time where that will happen, and just to stick true with what you really believe in yourself, and not to worry about other people's rules.
And what is your favorite sex position?
My Favorite sex position? This is so intimate. I think it depends.
On what?
Is that a good answer? It depends on how I'm feeling. But if I'm like tired, I'll do missionary. If I'm not so tired, I'll like on top, or I guess I can be tired and do like from behind.
Oh yeah,
which is
tired,
easy.
that's a good
It's
way.
a good tired.
The best tired positions.
Yeah, that's the best tired. Any of the tired positions. We should trademark that.
I know, right?
Any of the tired blonde positions are my favorite position. Any position where I can be lazy, but it'll all still work out for both of us is my favorite position.
Yeah, cute husbands.
I think they would do anything we were up for.
Absolutely.
I think that's the rule with wives.
It's chill.
Yeah. If the wife, oh yeah. Are you? Oh no, I'm not. Wait. Are you? Oh yeah. Like, that's the way it goes.
One of the benefits of being married to the same person for so long, especially when you have children, is that 3-minute orgasm.
Yeah, and you feel safe with them, everything. They know your body so well.